Storms to alert you first. This is KIMT Storm Team 3. Weather coverage you can count on.
Welcome back, everyone. It is Thursday here, and we're tracking something we haven't tracked in a long time. Rain chances. Yes, finally, we really do need it, despite the fact that it may ruin some plans later today. Believe me, it'll be worth it. You got your Friday. It's going to dry back out by then. So let's get as much rain as we possibly can here as the sun sets. Now, talking about the sunshine, we are still seeing it over Albert Lee, but it's very apparent that the clouds are also on the way. Those will continue to increase as we head through the afternoon before the rain chances pick up later on this evening. Talking about the lows this morning, though, going a little backwards in time, it was a chilly start. Things starting off below the freezing point in Mason City, Forest City at 28 degrees there, right at freezing in Charles City at 32 degrees. But there were some 40s on the board too. Mankato at 42, a little bit of that green could be seen. Now things have since warmed up. You can expect that. The winds are back in from the south. Some sunshine here that we've experienced during the morning and now here into the early afternoon. We're already at the 60s in Mason City, 61 to be exact, 63 right now in Owatonna, which is a 13-degree bump up from this time yesterday. We're at 58 in Rochester, and yes, all these numbers, including the ones in the 50s, are above average. We do expect these numbers to keep climbing at least a couple more degrees here before the clouds ultimately make their move, and it all really has to do with this right here, the winds. They've picked up in speed coming in from the warmer south. You can see winds around 22 miles per hour sustained in Mason City, getting close to that 20-mile-per-hour mark in Rochester. This has picked up just over the last hour. So if you do have plans to get some yard work done, go for a walk, just be outside in general, now's a great time before the winds do get any stronger and the clouds continue to build in. You don't have a ton of time. We're already seeing them. By 2 p.m., we are looking at mostly cloudy skies. By 3 p.m., the same can be said. Temperatures still ticking upwards, and we haven't seen the rain yet. It is going to be getting here a little later on than that 3 p.m. hour. Let's talk about it. As we zoom over to the west, you can see quite a bit of activity going on, even some pretty good chunks of rainfall, some heavier areas. We're hoping to see some of that as we get into the night. So let's do that. Fast forwarding, this is around 2 p.m. As I mentioned, we are under mostly cloudy skies. I'm going to head all the way to about 6 p.m. when we start to see that small chance for a few isolated showers pop in. That chance gets a little higher by 7 p.m., rolling on to 8 p.m., and we even could see and hear some rumbles of thunder at this point in time. The sun is down, and then as we approach 10, 11 p.m., most of this activity has moved out, and by Friday morning, it'll almost be like it was just a quick blip. And that's really what it'll be as we look at how much rainfall we can expect. Again, these numbers never set in stone, but it is a good estimate. Some of us there in the darker blue expected to get a little bit more than 1/4 of an inch of rainfall, which would be awesome. Really hoping that some of this rain does move further south, though, because we need it in North Iowa as well. Nick, I'd really appreciate it if the rain would be more widespread, because it's really the last chance we see for a long chunk of time until we get into this time next week, right before Halloween.
Let's say I'm glad we're getting the rain. Wish it was more.
Same. So we'll see. Those in the thunderstorms could get a little bit more of that rainfall.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sarah.